I don't feel that pressure right now. Maybe later on in the tournament, or maybe if I make it far, I'll start to feel pressure. But as of now, I really don't feel any, and I'm really just here to, like I said earlier, to perform and do the best I can.
Serena, do you remember your first match on Arthur Ashe Stadium and what that was like for you?
I don't remember. I'm sorry. It was. I don't remember. I want to say maybe I played Spurlea. Yeah? Okay. Boy, I pulled that out of the back of my memory. That was a long time ago. But I remember winning that and feeling really good. And I don't remember. It was a really tough match for me, so I don't remember how I felt. I just remember winning that match.
When you're signing autographs or meeting with younger fans, what is the thing they say to you asking you most?
They always say how they're happy to meet me, and a lot lately they've been saying they've been inspired by me and they wanted to do like me and help and be like me, and that really it gives me chill bumps to know that they feel that way and that I can inspire people. So that's kind of how it's been.
Serena, at the karaoke event last night, you said to one of our reporters that you're sort of just trying to blow off some steam, enjoy yourself, maybe distract yourself a little bit from the task at hand. And I think you described it as almost like the elephant in the room.
Yes.
Is that kind of a strategy to just treat this like any other tournament and have some fun?
I think so, and I have to say, I think Wimbledon gave me unbelievable practice for this, because at Wimbledon I was going for the second Serena Slam, and that is rare. So, so that really gave me the best practice and preparation in terms of going for the Grand Slam.
Serena, if you are able to win this tournament, it will be your 7th U.S. Open. No other man or woman has done that. Is that something that you were aware of? And two, are you conscious of records at this point in your career, or is that something that more we as writers kind of obsess about?
I definitely think that's something that the writers focus on a little more. I had no idea that. That sounds really cool. But hopefully, if things don't work out this year, I'm obviously going to be here next year and have another chance to do that.
Serena, when you were a kid, what did you dream about when you first started playing? Did you dream about winning one U.S. Open or the Grand Slam?
I always dreamt of winning the U.S. Open, and I've always dreamt of winning the Grand Slam, but again, it was just a dream. I never thought I would be close to doing something like that. So, but my dream originally was always to win here in New York.
Serena, do you remember the first time you came down to the US Open, how old you were, and spectator, or what was it?
I think the first time I came, I watched Venus play, and it was an incredible experience for me because she actually made it to the final, and that was great. That was great to see and to be a part of that moment and to kind of get experience. Even though I wasn't playing, I got experience by watching her, and I learned so much. So it was I think the best experience anyone my age could have.
So, Serena, we're talking a lot about the pressure you're facing now, but let's face it, there's always pressure. And
Exactly.
After this, it will be can you catch Steffi Graf. After that, it will be can you catch Margaret Court. So, is this just something that you're just convinced you just will go through the rest of your career facing this stuff?
Yeah, I feel like there's always another record, and then there's always another person to catch up with or to pass. And I never really thought I would be in this position where I would even be talking about, records or talking about passing Steffi Graf or even mentioning Margaret Court. I just grew up trying to be the best that I could and do the best that I could, and I worked really hard for everything. So to even be mentioned in that conversation is great. But like I said, I feel like I don't put that pressure on myself to do anything here because I'm obviously going to be excited to compete next year and just keep going and have fun.
Serena, you've obviously been winning Grand Slams for many, many years now, but the last 3 years, in particular, the rate at which you're winning them is much more frequent and much more consistently successful. What's been the difference, you think, in those 3 years compared with your career before that?
Yeah, I won, I think, 13 before, and then I won in the past 3 years 8. So that's a lot. And I think just more consistency, and also clearly working with Patrick has helped me a lot achieve that a lot, and helped me to achieve that consistency and have different goals, and change different elements in my game and ameliorate them, and to also just overall be a better competitor on every single surface and every single match that I play. And I think that in the long run has really been able to help me to get better.
Venus is your quarter. How crazy would it be if you would have to face Venus in this stage at this moment in the quarterfinal?
Yeah, it's better than the round of 16. So that's how I look at it.
How has she been, supporting you during this?
We don't talk about tennis. I mean, I don't think we ever talk about tennis outside of maybe doubles. When we talk about tennis a lot during doubles, and I mean, even at tournaments, I'll go to her room and we just talk about life, and we're tennis players and we love what we do, and we've been groomed since so young to play tennis. But at the end of the day, we're sisters, and we do a lot of other things as well.
Are you aware that some 9 players in your quarter, including yourself, are American? And Sloan Stevens is in there, Madison Keys. It's an American quarter. Are you looking forward to being the person that won?
Well, I don't know. I mean, we'll have to see. I don't look at the draw, and so I didn't see the American quarter. But you have Sloan, and I seem to play her every tournament, and Madison is playing really well, and so is Sloan, actually. She's playing excellent. So it's not anything simple or easy to go through. That's really hard to say. It's really hard to say because I've done well at all of them, and you always hate a tournament until you win it. And then when you win it, you just kind of fall in love with it, so definitely hard to say.
Serena, have you talked to Steffi this year, and if so, has she said anything about the records you're approaching?
Well, I've seen a lot of things that she's posted, and she's always been so supportive, and I know her husband, Andre, who's been incredibly supportive. And so, yeah, I feel that love and support, and I really love that when someone is trying to do the best that they can, that someone as great as Steffi is there to be supportive and be happy more than anything for the next person.
You played a lot of tennis throughout your life. What would you say that age and experience has taught you about the sport at this juncture?
Well, I think that being experienced has really helped me a lot, and it's helped me get through a lot of matches, and it's helped me overcome a lot of things. And yeah, it's been great, and I've really enjoyed that. I know some matches I got through just on my experience alone, so that's been able to really help me out.
Serena, this has probably been your busiest summer in terms of photo shoots and interviews and all that kind of stuff. There's been a fun piece to it, but how have you managed your schedule and made sure that you're well rested and ready for these big matches?
No, it's not been, this is pretty normal. So yeah, no, I haven't had anything extra. It's just maybe more covers, but it's been, I call myself one of the hardest working women in tennis. Because I'm always between the fashion and between everything that I'm doing, it's always a lot.
So it feels normal.
Yeah.
Hey Serena, in your heart and in your mind, do you believe you're the greatest woman to have played this game?
No, I can't sit here and say that because but I can sit here and say that I'm the greatest player that I've been able to be. And I do read numbers and I do see numbers, and I believe in those numbers. And I think, different generations and different times have different champions and have different greats and have different level of players. And it's really difficult to compare, one generation to another or generation several ago because, things change, power and technique and technology, you know, a lot of things have contribute to that.
When you look back at some turning points in your career, there were 2 straight opens where you had some flare-ups on the court. I mean, do you reflect that? Did you learn from that? I mean, how did that affect you going forward? Those incidents.
Yeah, it was, I think, 2 straight opens where I had really awful calls happen. So, yeah, I just learned that sometimes in life things don't go right for you, and it's about recovering from that and making a joke out of it sometimes.
Serena, you talked recently about opening the door for the next great player. It might not be you or having getting all the financial reward potentially, but that Althea Gibson obviously was an inspiration along with these guys players. Have you seen her new documentary? Which is Serena Williams?
I have not seen it yet. I know that it was coming out around the Open, actually, so I definitely will be checking it out.
Well, in terms of just that historical, everybody talks about the pressure. Is that something that seeing those previous players allows you to bear a little easier?
Well, I just look at someone like Althea and Zena, and let's face it, I have it a lot easier than them. I mean, there's so many more barriers and that are broken, and and when I look at it at that point of view and that aspect, a whole weight is like lifted off my shoulders, and I feel like I have nothing to complain about. I'm doing well, and I'm really happy to be here.
You got just a few more, McCarty. Serena, you have so many off-court ventures as well, between fashion, Miami Dolphins, and your foundation. Is there comfort in knowing that whenever you decide that your tennis career is done, that you have all these other opportunities waiting for you the second you?
Yeah. There's a little comfort in that, but sometimes when I'm doing fashion, I'm like, oh, there's a little stress in that too. It makes me want to play a little longer because I'm like, playing tennis could possibly be easier. So, but it's still fun, and I work really hard at what I do. I'm super hands-on with what I do, and especially in the design world in my charity, I'm incredibly hands-on. But those things really make me happy, and I definitely look forward to. For instance, opening more schools around the world and providing more information for people, and just building the Serena Williams Foundation even bigger. So those are things I look forward to, but right now I'm really looking forward to just playing tennis.
Jane?
So Ash was opened in '97, your first open was '98. Is there a certain energy that you get from Ash, or what makes that a special place for you to play?
Well, it's the biggest stadium for tennis players in the world, and it's the biggest stage in the world in New York. It doesn't get any bigger or better than this, and I think that kind of speaks to itself.
All right, guys, last question, Mark.
Serena, your new coach, Patrick, gets a tremendous amount of credit. Do you think that your father doesn't get actually enough credit for, your career and Venus's career? I think Andy Roddick had said that recently, just with your father.
Well, I think my father is probably the best coach ever because, if we talk about numbers, he's got a lot, and he's only had 2 players. So, imagine if he had 3. So, yeah, so if you average that out and you just stick with numbers, it doesn't get better or bigger than that, so. I'm trying to add it up in my head. I'm thinking 18 slams, not including doubles and medals, so it's a lot. It's definitely a lot.